Alrighty, and welcome back, everybody. Last time we kind of ran around. We got a grace. We opened up the map just a little bit. We got another grace here. We're gonna remove that for right now. Oh, I could have grabbed the map fragment. So if you see these on the map, we're gonna go back that way. Anyway, I just want to get this other guy. There's another NPC up here that I want to get, and there's a cave that I want to get while I'm over here. And then we're going to run down that bridge a little bit, because there's another piece of the map that I want to open up over there too. So we're going to go up here, and this guy, best NPC in the game. We're going to talk to him.
I am please.
My help him out.
Just give, and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all, I say.
Alright, and we're going to hold this here, and we're just going to do some charged heavies. Oh. Oh yeah, there you go. And he's out. Talk to him again.
Well played, good sir. Well played.
I skipped his dialogue. I didn't want to skip his dialogue. I'm just in that mode. That's my bad.
Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
Exalted Flesh. Temporary boost physical attack. It is kind of like a buff. Put it in, it'll go right here next to our Essences here, our Crimson Tears. It'll go down there, and then it will give us a temporary boost in physical. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not great. Not bad. But, alright, on we go. Because I said I wanted to get another little spot while we're over here real quick. Remember if I was when I was talking about the samurai class, the Uchi Katana. Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. It'll be alright though. The Uchi Katana is in this cave, so the Death Touch Catacombs. We're gonna come back to this at a later date, but I'm gonna grab that so we can just fast travel to it. Because that's another thing I want to do, is I want to kind of run around and I want to get some really good weapons. There's a couple builds that you can play that, in all honesty, have different varieties and everything. So I want to be able to get you a couple dex weapons. I want to get you a strength weapon. I'm going to get you an intelligence weapon. That's the one I'm going to be going for. I'm going to go for the Moonveil Katana is what it's going to be. So that's going to be like my first big challenge. But we're coming this way because I want to talk to this NPC over here. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know his name. I don't. I should, but I don't.
There's no mistake. I'm known as D.
D. Wow.
I hunt demons. The village here, and worse yet, if you value the village, turn back.
Okay. He's basically telling us that there is a boss up here, and we are gonna kind of ignore his advice because we're okay. We're just gonna run through here. There's a spot I want to touch. Right here. But first things first, I want to go over here to the right of the water. I see these turtles, and this is why I had that stone sword key. Alright, we're going to go down here. Don't kill the turtles. You get turtleneck, which is pretty good when you kill turtles, but there's no need. No need. None. Alright, green turtle talisman, and we are going to equip that right off the bat. So this raises stamina recovery speed, so it's super important for like when I roll, like right now I'm not in combat, but whenever you get in combat, you can see my stamina bar deplete really fast. And we don't want that whatsoever. We want to be able to make sure we can constantly attack or constantly be able to defend, because if you can't defend, that's when things get really sketchy. If they knock you into a stagger, which is basically when you have zero, they knock you into stagger, you basically have zero stamina, and you're completely vulnerable to attack, you're completely vulnerable to everything. So come up here though, we're going to take this left route. We're going to try and avoid an NPC fight by taking this left route. Sweet. And we're going to get this grace. I'm going to come over here and pick these up. Cookbook. Cookbook. And cookbooks are the knowledge to craft things. We'll pick up more cookbooks as we go, but I think, yeah, I want to go up here. Alright, we avoided it. We avoided it. If you get knocked off a torrent while you're running through here, then you know you did not avoid it. So this fun little area is Kaled. Big nightmare fuel throughout this entire place. Just nightmare fuel. We're not going to spend any time in here just yet. First things we're going to do is we're going to go back. See, we opened up a bunch of the map. We're going to go back to the gate front, and we're going to pick up that map fragment, and then we're going to get us a, what is it called? Our Wondrous Physique. That was one of the strength knot tiers that we picked up. We're going to pick that up, and we're going to go from there. But first things first, we're going to pick up the map fragment. And the map fragment is right here. And the next time we open the map, when we're not in combat, but first I want to get... Oh, jump. Open. No. Got it. Okay, got it. Oh, and then we can get out of here. Whoop. Alright, and if you're ever in combat and you don't want to be in combat, if you touch that, they go back to doing what they were doing. See, now you can't see me. Invisible. Rest that double hit that they got. Oh, she's gonna take me already? Oh,
Forgive
no.
me. I've been testing you.
Okay,
to
cool.
determine if you had them. It seems my torrent,
I don't wanna...
whereas I merely. There is but one other thing. Okay. I can take you gathering place of.
Alright, we're gonna do this real quick. So she's gonna take us to a round table. It's basically our hub for the game. We're not gonna spend any time here now. We're gonna keep going a little bit in order to kind of circumvent this conversation that we're having. Alright, so if you ever want to get to the round table, you look at your map. It's this little area over here, or you hit your triangle and your X button, or your triangle and your square button. On the Xbox controller, it's Y and X, but there's that. So I don't want to go there though. I want to go back to the A. Oh yeah, and now you can see we got all this map, and it gets so much bigger, But we're gonna go back to the Aguil Lake, and we're gonna run. We are going to run. A lot of this is super boring, but we're gonna do a lot of super boring stuff right now to just be able to speed run the game after this. This guy, there's an NPC, and he is hidden in one of these bushes, and I can't ever remember which bush it is right off the bat.
You? Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
I'm not pretending I can't see you. I just don't know where you are. See this tree?
Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I?
I just don't remember what bush you're in, dude. You're in a bush. Or a tree. I can't remember. Alright, well. No, I think he's...
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
No. Anyway, so there's this guy. I want to get him. I don't want to find him. Because he's got a quest attached to his stuff.
Stop pretending you can't see
I
me.
don't know where you are. Oh, this guy's gonna aggro. Cool. Alright, well. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not worth finding right now.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye?
Because I don't know where you
not that
are.
ugly, am I?
He's in a bush. We'll find him. We will find him because he's got a quest. It's a really short quest in this area, but we will find him. These are your Ashes of War or something of what are they called? Like smithing stones or anything like that. Why did I miss that? We're gonna pick that up later. Pretty sure that's a smithing stone. But those have your Ashes of War and stuff like that too. So if you ever see the glowing silver balls, those are the ones you want to smash. The red balls are your health potions, and the blue ones are your mind potions. So if you're ever low on anything else like that, you know, there you go. You can find those in the wild. I don't really use them. There's enough checkpoints that you don't really need to use them. But they're always good to have, you know, if you're in a pinch or something like that. There is one that I know I specifically use, and that'll be coming up in an area here soon. But that's not just yet. Like I said, right now we're just kind of, so we're going to mark that because the map's right there. But we're going right here for right now. So we're going to head towards that number 2. As we're heading for this number 2, we're going to come up here.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Boop.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
This guy's a
Servant
dick.
to the True Order and celebrated repudiate. Well, then, no. Despite of you might have. Untarnished. I want you to night come.
We're going to save his castle, and he's going to give us nothing. He's a dick. And he's going to talk shit the entire time, too. He's going to talk shit the entire time after we save his stuff. But we'll do him later. We will deal with you later. Oh, right there. So there's one of the red balls. So here's a little... I'll burn the 2 of these, and then come over here. Oh, no. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Oh. Missed. And then now you see I've got 3 again. So I burned 2 of them, it's down to 1, and I got one of those down to back up to 3. Okay. I don't know what the Rowa fruit Rowa fruit does, but I pick up a lot of it. Alright. So, pick this up, and this is our wondrous physique. This is what I told you the strength knot's going to be used for. We'll get that equipped right here on our little task bar, quick bar here, and we'll use that when we go into boss fights and other various things. I like to use mine as a bubble shield, which we'll pick up later in the game, and I like to make sure I don't lose my runes. I'm very stingy with my runes, which I'm going to have to get over because that's not until like midway through the game. But we're going to come over here, we're going to use this portal, and we're going to go.
My spoon was like
Whoosh, whoosh. The swing is just like whoosh. Oh, the baby swing.
Yeah, but then it did this.
Uh-huh. Oh, it did a loop-de-loop all the way around?
Then it did it again, but then the power line started to move.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot.
Okay.
And that's how they've been moving
The
this
bestial
whole time.
sanctum. Alright, I'm gonna touch this real quick. Sorry about that. That guy is someone we don't want to mess with. I'm gonna be honest. Not at all. Not even close. We are in an area right now that we do not need to be in. 100% do not need to be in. Okay? So we're just gonna speed blitz this because we got some resources we want to get. This guy right here, he's gonna pack your stuff in basically until the end of the game. So these golems are no joke. But we're just picking up some resources. If you ever need to farm runes or anything out here, this is a good area to farm some runes. I think those little guys that are chasing me right there, they drop like 2,500 runes per kill. So if you got some early levels you want to get, it's a pretty good place for it, but we are not worried about that. I'm going to get you plenty of early runes with this little run here. So come down, touch that. Don't worry about this guy. We're going to run right through his legs. There's a good starter dragon that we're going to have a good fight with here in a little bit. But like I said, I want to get some progress. Get some progress in our character. Because I want to be OP. The game is challenging enough that I'm going to run around, do all of this stuff, and it's still going to challenge me, which is absurd. But it's in the game for a reason. One of the interviews that I read that Miyazaki was talking about is he's just absolutely terrible at his own game. And he uses everything that he possibly can in order to beat the game. And this is part of the everything that I can think of to beat the game, because there's no reason I should be able to run, because this is late game. Like, this is going to be like the fourth area that we tackle. We will go and tackle like 3-4 other major areas in the game before we actually come here and deal with this. Here's another little rune spot, little rune farm spot. Kind of come through here. You'll run down this cliff. There'll be a gigantic ball that spawns right there, and then you want to run back over here. Watch it go off the thing, and 2,000 runes. So if you get bored and you want to do that for, I don't know, half hour, you can get about 60,000 runes. Or you can just follow this, and I will show you how to get about 60,000 runes in about 5 minutes. We are going to take this spring, we're going to aim over here, and then we're going to get off of Torrent, and we're just going to slide down this and land right here in Lena's Rise. Okay, we're going to go down real quick. I'm going to show you, you don't have to go down, but we're going to go down real quick. This guy right here, that guy spawns the balls, so don't kill him. Unless you don't care about the balls, then kill him. But if you want the balls, don't kill that guy. But these are like towers in the game. Some of them have puzzles to them. This one, the puzzle is broken. The puzzle is that you are supposed to use the spring jump to basically get where we just went. But I know the puzzle, so I'm going to solve the puzzle for you. And we're going to run all the way up to the top here, and we're going to open this chest, and we are going to get our first memory stone. Memory stones are important because they allow us to hold and cast more spells at a time. So sorcerer build or anything like that, sorcerer, faith build, incantation build, you want your memory slots. There's a maximum of 10 in the game. I will show you how to get all 10 of them, but as of right now, we just need the one. And we're going to come back out here, jump out the balcony, and I'll show you real quick what I was talking about. So you'll come to the front of these towers, and there'll be a little, yeah, here it is, a little imp right here. And you can hit Y to talk to it, and it'll give you a clue about how to solve the puzzle. But this one, like I said, is broken. The solving of the puzzle is this spirit spring right here. Yes, Elena. There's something outside. There's everything outside. Everything is outside. Oh, you left something? Well, go get it. Alright, we just want to run to the left here. Just keep running to the left. These are nice to create lightning lightning jars. There's a boss right there, which we are not going to touch. Nope, not gonna happen. I think there's 2 of them right there. That's an area that we'll come back to at a later date. But I believe there's 2 different bosses right in that area. Alright, so we're gonna make up here, and you see that giant... What is that? Is that a rock? I don't know if I've seen it before. But we're gonna come over here, touch this, and we're gonna go kill that dragon, and it's gonna give us a bunch of runes. But first, we need something. Ooh, I got 2,000. Can I spend these 2,000? So I'm not wasting any. Oh, and we've got the golden seeds that we picked up. That's what we use here. So we'll add 2 flasks here, and then we picked up a sacred tier, and we're going to use that. And like I said, 4 and 2, that's really good. I like to keep them even. I never play multiplayer, but if you do play multiplayer, if they're not even, they get cut in half and you get the losing end of that stick. So, no, I forgot to check the level up. I can level up. So, I want to... I think I need to do dexterity for sure, because the weapon I need for this is 18 in dexterity, yes. So, we're going to level up some dexterity real quick, because that's where we're going with the stats anyway. Get that to 18. Alright, now we're going to go get an item that's going to make this much more lucrative. So we're going to go all the way back here to the first step with White Mass Vara. Pull up Torrent, and we're going to go left. Okay, just going left. We're going to try and aim down. Going to go left and down. Oh, my bad. I meant the wrong button. 838 runes. We're going to end up losing those 838 runes. That's why I wanted to spend those on levels. Like I said, while you're running or going on Torrent, you know, if you're spamming the Y button, you're never going to miss anything. You do take fall damage in this game, so that's something you're going to have to get used to. Definitely get used to fall damage. You're going to learn... You're basically going to learn like where you can and can't fall. That's going to be something that's pretty apparent. Cool. Another vendor here. Stop and talk to him.
What do you need? I don't want any...
Alright, and if you ever find the broadsword, that's pretty decent. Cookbooks is something that I often tell people to buy, like if you ever make cookbooks or anything like that, to buy those. but I want his smithing stones for sure. But cookbooks, always good to buy because, you know, like I said, you can craft a bunch of stuff. But I also wanted to spend those sweet, sweet runes. Now instead of 800 runes, we're only going to lose 238 runes. Alright, so we're going to come over here, and that right there is what we're aiming for. Golden pickled falfa. And we're dead. It's just quicker. There's a spirit spring right there if you don't want to die, but there's a spirit spring right there. You can jump up on it and you can get back up to the first side of grace that we just, you know, I teleported you to. But we're going to use that one. And we're going to go back to... Nope, nope, nope. Look at that, way over here. We're going to go back here to Lena's Rise. Nope, not Lena's Rise. We want to go to Fort Farith. Alright. Now, we have 0 runes, which is nice, because we're probably going to lose them. So there's 2 things we need. There's a couple things we need in here, and we're gonna die getting them. It's 100% going to happen. We're going to die getting them. One spot, you actually have to die in order to get what you need. So, but there's 2 things in here we're going to get. I'm going to try and get them both in one go. If I don't... Well, there's 3 things. I'm sorry. There is 3 things that we're trying to get here. I'm going to try and get all 3 of them in one go, but if not, well, we spawn right back here. So, we're going to go up here, and we're going to run. Now watch, because I'm going to sprint through this whole thing. That green bar is going to go down considerably. Alright, later, homie. Ready, set, go. We're going to run in here. We're going to take a left. Go straight. We're aiming for a ladder right there. And we're going to go up the ladder. We're going to try not to get poisoned. Oh. Oh, up, 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 up. Is there a ledge there? Oh, there is. How about that? Instead of taking a ladder down, you can just jump. It's not there, but... Okay, so this right here is the Dectus Medallion. We got that super early. We're going to get the other side here in a couple episodes here. But right now, that's pretty important to have. We're going to need that to get on a lift later, but we're not going to use that for several hours into the game. Alright, so we're going to run this way. We're going to jump. Boop. We're going to run all the way back to this back one. We're going to skip this one, avoid the ghost. We're going to go in here. And juke moves. So we want to get this right here for sure, and then we want to aim for this little platform right here. Okay, and we're gonna all this attention, but we just want to jump down, and we want to get this right here. The Ranagon Sword Seal is an amazing thing, and now we can just die. One shot by a rat. That's where we're at with our skill here, and that's kind of danger that we're in. We get one shot by a rat. However, we got all 3 items that we needed. We got the Dectus Medallion, we got that Rune 12, and we got the Radagon Sword Seal. So, the Rune 12 right here is worth 7,500 runes, which is exactly what we need. Because we need to get that dex up to 18, and then after that we'll start leveling our character the way we want to level them. Okay, the other thing that we grabbed was... The Radagon Source greatly raises attributes but decreases. So if we were to put this on, and here we go to equipment, put this on, It raises our endurance, our strength, and dexterity, but we take and our vigor by 5. Wow. Raise everything by 5. They increase that. Well, they buff that because it used to just be 3. We're probably going to end up putting this on once we get our second talisman slot, along with our green turtle talisman. But for right now, not so much. We don't need it. So, but what we do need is the flail, and we need 18 dexterity for the flail. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our inventory, go all the way back to the very first page. We're going to take this rune level 12, and we're going to use it. We're going to gobble it up. Okay. And we're going to level up our dexterity up to 18. Go down to dexterity. We want 18. And that's alright because our build is going to require dexterity. So this is another reason why I really enjoy this strategy, because I play with a lot of dexterity. So, we're going to two-hand this bad boy, and we're just going to go right over here. We're going to get right up in this dragon's crevices. Right up in the crevices. Now, this game does a phenomenal stat called bleed damage. And bleed damage is a chunk percentage of something's health. See that 13,000 there? That's how we can destroy this dragon, because it does a percentage of the dragon's health versus actually doing anything else. So, because those 25s, that's not, obviously that's not going to do it. But those big 13%, those big 13,000 chunks there, that's what's going to get us the kill on this dragon. And like I said, this dragon is probably worth about 50,000 runes if we don't use the golden pickle foul foot, but we're going to use the golden pickle foul foot. It's going to increase our rune gain by like 10% or something like that, 10 or 15%, and we'll get 75,000. And like I said, I will, at that point, I will look up the build that I'm kind of going for and the weapon that I want, and then I will get my weapon stats so I can use the weapon that I want to use, and then I will put the rest of it into vigor. I'm 100% serious. I will put vigor in mind. Once I get to 20 in vigor, then I will start adding the other stats to mind, just so I can cast some spells more than once without having to chug a flask. This takes a while. Sorry, this takes a while, but you gotta cheese the game. Sometimes you gotta take that hit. This is where that stamina talisman really comes in handy. Because look at that comeback. Ooh, it's beautiful speed. Get one more proc here. There's a mod for this game that basically makes this unusable. It basically makes this strategy unusable because as soon as you hit this dragon, it spawns a whole bunch of like lesser dragons to come and fight you, and it makes this glitch almost impossible to do. Unless you're like a higher level character, because once you get to a certain point, those dragons really aren't a big deal. And he's done. And we're gonna run like hell. So he's gonna die, and then all those dragons next to him are gonna die. And we got ourselves 100,000 runes. Let's go. I will never use the flail again. Never again. I cannot stand the flail. Alright, so we are going to go back to this church right here, the Third Church America, and we will continue on from here. This area is pretty much done for right now. There's just going to be some weapons and stuff that we're going to get. But I want to do a little bit more of the map. I want to get some more. I want to get some more golden seeds. I want to get some more crimson flash charges. I think they're the sacred tears, so that my healing is better. So I want to do all that before I go to fight for my weapon, because my weapon is locked behind a boss. There's nothing I can do about it. I've got to beat a boss. It's a dragon, but it's not a very hard dragon. So we'll be fine, but I want to get some more stuff prepped up before we go into it. So that is going to do it for the second video of this playthrough. I hope you, so far, I haven't lost you, because I know it's super boring, but trust me when I say it, it's so worth it, because look at that. Sweet, sweet 100,000 runes. I'm going to look up my weapon stats, I'm going to level that, and then we're going to go from there. But that's pretty much all for right now. So I hope you guys are still with me. I hope you guys are ready and excited for what I'm going to do next and how it's going to go next. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.